This project, entitled The Everyday Heroine, is important because it does a number of things. First and foremost, it gives us an opportunity to actually celebrate and cherish the wonderful work that women do that we don't recognise as much as we ought to.
We've had some images captured by photographers, professionals and amateurs coming from literally all over the world, and it is just wonderful to see how resilient and courageous and brave women are.
One of the things that happens in this competition, and has happened over a number of years with different subjects, is that it allows us to see what, in this case, women are doing in other countries, other cultures, and our own country and culture. And they're often doing very unexpected things. You know, sometimes they're performing the usual roles that are associated with women. They're being mothers, but often in very difficult situations. They become the breadwinner for the family because there's no one else for them to rely on because of whatever circumstances. And they're involved in a lot of non-traditional roles as well. A female boxer comes to mind in one of the sets of photographs that we've just looked at.
To get 3 images that are all equally as good is also very difficult, and to show the diversity of what you're trying to say. And that's where some of the sets of images were perhaps stronger than others.
A lot of the stories were incredibly touching. I think, for example, the quinoa growers, or collectors rather, is the story that really touched me, as well as I think it was a woman in West Bengal. It was project number 17, and the length to which these women have to go to just ensure, you know, the surviving of their family and of their children. It's something that you know, we're not confronted with every day, but it's actually a daily reality for a lot of women around the world.
So we saw a real variety of female identity from all over the world, in different ages, in different guises, in professional roles, in family situations, women persecuted, women who make a difference in every aspect of their lives and other people's lives. So for me it was a real joy and pleasure to see just the extraordinary diversity of the images.
The whole thing was really emotional. You know, when I opened these photographs with the Colombian, I felt like, you know, crying.
The winner tonight, that was overall a unanimous decision by us, was Carlos Saavedra. What was so interesting about the body of work that he entered into this competition was that it was so fresh and new, and they just struck me. The minute I saw them, I'd never seen that type of interpretation before. The story that he's showing us is about these women who are still fighting for justice, these mothers in Colombia. In 2008, their sons were kidnapped, disappeared, and it was discovered that they had been murdered by the army. The government had paid them off, and these mothers are still fighting for the injustice. And what was so interesting was the way that Carlos depicted these women, buried in the earth, obviously representative of their sons who had been buried.